Music is essentially my diary where I put all my deep, dark shit.
This is Jake Lynch, a 23-year-old Milwaukee-based singer-songwriter. Prior to the release of his first single, Attention, we got some insight on who he is as a musician and what role music plays in his life. Here's what he has to say.
That I don't really tell anyone else. It's sort of just there for my own coping mechanism in a way, you know. So it's like I'm not always depressed and just a downer in real life because I'm able to separate that somehow and put it into music. So it sort of separates my life into two pieces.
Ever since childhood, Jake has been making music, but not for others to hear. Recently, he started to record and produce songs that he will be releasing on his SoundCloud platform.
So how I got into making music, what actually pushed me to start recording songs was I had a little lady issues, and I was unnecessarily down and depressed, and I'd never dealt with that sort of emotion, and I had no fucking clue what to do. So I realized that I had FL Studio, which is a software to make songs and all that, and so I was like, well, you know, why don't I just make a song? So I sat down and one random day and wrote a song and then recorded it.
Connor Andrews, one of Jake's lifelong friends, showed us his experience with Jake's music.
Recently, within the last 2 years or so, he kind of told us that he was making music on the side and doing little things here and there, and finally showed us his own page on SoundCloud, put us onto his music. I really enjoyed listening to it. There's a lot of different styles that he goes with and different songs, feelings, emotions, and things that he puts into his work. Really phenomenal production, honestly.
Jake's biggest muse is the artist Juice WRLD, and he credits him for his journey into his music. Listen in as he explains the similarities between their music.
Juice WRLD, he had sort of the same musical upbringing as me, in which a lot of rock, a lot of metal, a lot of punk, all that. So I really connected with him and his music in that way, because his music also does have a lot of rock influence. And yeah, that's why I heavily gravitated towards him, and just the sound he was making wasn't rock, but it was an infusion of multiple genres in one that just clicked with me.
Although Jake has just started releasing his music to the public, we asked if he had any tips for people who are just starting getting into making music.
Most importantly, to have fun with it and don't be too hard on yourself if something doesn't go right, because it can really get in your head, especially working with sound, getting the right sound you want, the right lyrics, whatever it may be. It's really tough on your mind, so always take breaks, and especially for me it helps the most when I sleep on it. Just wake up the next morning, go back, listen to it, it's almost always better. And another equally important thing is to be true to yourself. That's what really important to me. You know, you can have whatever message you want, I think just don't be fake, be real with it. It's not embarrassing or frowned upon to express your feelings. You know, I hide that, or I hold that really high for myself, and yeah, just be real, you dig.
Jake describes his thoughts and ideas that he features in his newest single, Attention.
My song, it has a sort of upbeat vibe. It's definitely more upbeat, but the lyrical content is darker, and I really love that contrast. I love mixing those two things together, and that's exactly what it is. It is about basically my emotions, which most of my songs are, but what I like to do is I like to cover it up by making it seem like it always seems like I'm talking about a girl or a significant other, but in reality it is all the same a relationship but with myself. So when the things I talk about are about myself and my struggle with my emotions and figuring out who I want to be and how to just cope with life, because I struggle with that a lot, and that's what I touch on in this song. I'm Lynch, and this is my new song, Attention.
I know you said you wanted me to change, but forever in my heart I'll stay the same. I know they say that I'm the one to blame, but me, myself, and I are in a cage. I could walk around the world at different places, I'll end up in the same place getting wasted. And now I'm seeing shadows in my basement, I can never get away from evil faces. But it's time to let it go, let it go, let it go. There's fire in my lungs and I'm ready, let it blow. The violence in my heart and the blood that I'm craving is getting in the way of all the roads that I'm paving. Like, get the fuck out of my way. There's demons in the room with me, they got me in the daze. The evidence is obvious, I swear it ain't a fake. They got me on my knees, I pray to God for better days. You say you want attention, well bitch, here's your attention. I can give you what you need, but that depends on your intention. You can never get along, yeah, I can feel the tension, but I still let you in, I thought I had learned my lesson. Like what you need, call for attention, call for attention. You need it like the dirty and the Sprite, that was my first impression. Every time I let you in, my heart it break, gotta get that Smith for Wesson. I'm trying to keep intruders out, don't wanna have to learn the lesson. It's time to let it go, let it go, let it go. There's fire in my lungs and I'm ready, let it blow. The violence in my heart and the blood that I'm craving is getting in the way of all the roads that I'm paving. Right, get the fuck out of my way. There's demons in the room with me, they got me in the daze. The evidence is obvious, I swear it ain't a fake. They got me on my knees, I pray to God for better days. So what you gonna do when I come with that 45? You better keep a cross with you and pray like damn near every night. Cause I heard there's a lot of room in hell, they've been waiting for someone with some blonde hair to go and fuck with Satan, right? I heard you wanna take control of my heart and my soul, but I gotta let you know that I won't let it go. I'm not the type to play around and get left in the cold. What happens every day, that's just how it goes. And now I'm froze, and I need to know, did you think I was cold? But it's time to let it go, let it go, let it go. There's fire in my lungs and I'm ready, let it blow. The violence in my heart and the blood that I'm craving is getting in the way of all the roads that I'm paving. Like, get the fuck out of my way. There's demons in the room with me, they got me in the daze. The evidence is obvious, I swear it ain't a fake. They got me on my knees, I pray to God for better days.